Good morning. Welcome to the forecast discussion for August 8th, 2012. It is currently 9:14 a.m. and we have the humidity back in the northern mid-Atlantic once again, as dew points are already in the mid-60s to lower 70s throughout the region. There's plenty of low clouds, plenty of fog throughout the area, with visibility falling to about 2 to 4 miles in some locations. Otherwise, we're dealing with variable cloud cover. As we move further north and west towards northeastern Pennsylvania, northwest New Jersey, the Hudson River Valley, we're dealing more with scattered cloud cover for the most part. And as we head closer to the coast, overcast skies can be expected. So, we also have a threat for a few scattered to isolated showers in place. When we take a look at the radar, you can see we have a few isolated showers along the southern New Jersey coast here. Nothing severe, nothing heavy in nature, just more of a nuisance really. And we're going to be dealing with the threat for isolated showers throughout the day today, and even a few isolated thunderstorms as well. Now we could see why on the water vapor satellite picture. We have plenty of moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, streaming right up the east coast and right into the Philadelphia, New York City metropolitan area. And we also have a few weak disturbances along a stationary front that has settled over central New Jersey back through southeastern Pennsylvania. Now, this stationary front will start to collapse and basically wash out, but we're going to still be under the threat of a few disturbances moving through the region. Thus, the potential for isolated showers and thunderstorms today on through tomorrow. These thunderstorms will be capable of producing very heavy downpours. Watch out for localized flash flooding, wind gusts over 40 miles per hour, and occasional lightning. Now, this cold front right here and the associated disturbance with it is going to move through on Friday. When that cold front moves through, there's going to be a much better potential for severe thunderstorms, and those thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon and evening, will be capable of frequent lightning, very heavy downpours, wind gusts over 50 miles per hour, likely over 60 miles per hour in some locations, and also the potential for large hail. Once that cold front moves through, the weekend actually looks pretty good, but we're going to still be under the threat for a few scattered showers on Saturday morning, but then from Saturday afternoon on through Sunday, pleasant weather conditions will return. While we're dealing with a little bit more active weather around the northern mid-Atlantic, the tropics are also getting rather active as well. We have Tropical Storm Ernesto that is moving through the Yucatan Peninsula and will be tracking towards central Mexico, well south of the United States. We have the remnants of Florence that's still trying to kick up a few thunderstorms here, but for the most part, you see these clouds right here lifting to the northeast. That is a sign of strong shear, and that shear will tear apart what's left of the low-level circulation of what was once Tropical Storm Florence. So really, this won't have much of an impact on the United States whatsoever. And we have a disturbance that is to the west of the Cape Verde Islands over the central Atlantic. It's showing some signs of better organization. It's something to keep an eye on over the next 48 hours, but I think development of this disturbance will be slow as well. And then we have a very strong disturbance moving off the African coast this morning. That is definitely going to be something we're going to keep an eye on, because the European, the GFS, and the Canadian model guidance all point to that next disturbance potentially, well, let's just say making a run for the western Atlantic. I won't say East Coast just yet. There's a lot to be determined here, especially with the timing of ridges and troughs, but it's certainly something to keep an eye on as we move on for next week. Taking a look at Ernesto, zooming in here, we're going to still see Ernesto moving over the Yucatan Peninsula and of course weakening. As it made landfall, it was a hurricane with 85 miles per hour winds. It's down to 70 miles per hour, likely will continue to weaken. Now the low-level center is expected to move over the southern portion of the Bay of Campeche, possibly intensify just a little bit, back into weak hurricane status, and move right into central Mexico, well south of the United States. Taking a look at the latest model guidance from the Penn State EWAL website. Here we are for this evening. Again, we're going to remain under a rather humid weather pattern. I can't really say this is hot. It's not like it's going to be 95 degrees, but it will be around 91, 92 degrees in some locations for today. And with that humidity, it's going to feel like it's in the mid to upper 90s as this sticky tropical air mass lingers on. Also, again, we're going to keep an eye on a few of those isolated showers and thunderstorms. I think the most significant threat with these showers and thunderstorms will be the very heavy downpours and potential for very heavy rainfall in a very short period of time. So watch out for localized flooding with these showers and thunderstorms. For tomorrow, again, pretty much the same setup once again. We're not really seeing the cold front approach or move further to the east until Friday evening. So what we see today is pretty much what we're going to see tomorrow. A little bit better potential for scattered showers and thunderstorms though in the afternoon, as I do expect stronger disturbances to move towards the region, and thus increasing the potential for showers and thunderstorms. However, by Friday evening is when this disturbance really intensifies, dives down towards the central and eastern Great Lakes, intensifies the potential for showers and thunderstorms along the East Coast, and of course that means the Philadelphia and New York City metropolitan area. So the potential for very heavy downpours and strong to severe thunderstorms will exist for Friday evening, and that threat will continue on through Saturday morning. And then as the upper level low and the cold front lifts off to the northeast, dry air will build in from the west. So from Saturday evening, or Saturday afternoon should I say, on through Sunday and Monday, high pressure will be in control with very comfortable weather conditions, dew points much lower. Basically, we're looking at temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 80s for highs starting Sunday afternoon on through Monday and Tuesday. Lows will return back to the lower to mid 60s, and for the most part, we're going to be dealing with much more comfortable air mass in place. But of course, the threat for heat and humidity will return once again by the middle of next week, with temperatures rebounding into the upper 80s to lower 90s once again, a return to humidity once again, and a reestablishment of the Bermuda High. And that's going to continue on through the rest of next week into next weekend, with a trough centered more over the central part of the country and a Bermuda High ridge setting up over the western Atlantic, pumping up plenty of warm, moist air from the Gulf of Mexico right up the east coast into the northern mid-Atlantic. Watch out for temperatures to return into the lower to mid-90s, possibly by the end of next week, and also very humid conditions. And then we're going to keep an eye on that tropical system that could bring some trouble for the western Atlantic and possibly the east coast. So that is your forecast discussion for today. Of course, I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Follow the latest weather information at nynjpaweather.com and nynjpaweather on Twitter and Facebook. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe out there.